I think it's important to write for a college audience, especially about sex, because it's really what we think about all the time and what we're engaged with in our personal lives and while we're at Rollins.
Our generation talks about sex a lot already. Like, it's already at the forefront of everybody's mind, and we're more open about talking about it. So providing like a lens or new things that people haven't talked about yet is something I enjoy doing.
So we approached the editor-in-chief of the Sandspur at the time, Jen Stahl, and we decided to start writing the Sexperts column. So the column started as a result of an intersession class that I took my freshman year, and that was Porn Stars, Pregos, and Prudes with Dr. Emily Russell.
The first article I wrote for a class actually, and then guest submitted, which was about feminism and BDSM, which was pretty fun to explore that topic.
I think the most interesting thing about the column is how adaptable it can be. So over the course of the almost 4 years that I've worked on it, I've seen 5 or so writers take the column and do what they will with it.
And I write the column because I'm really involved with Voices for Women, and I think there is a feminist perspective happening there, but there's always more room for more feminist perspectives. So my articles aren't like explicitly about feminism every time, but I think it's important to bring that viewpoint. It's kind of why I like to write it.
We've had feminist response in there with queer theory. We've had strange things like having eye sex or having sex in public or anything like that. And it's fascinating the way that you can just mold it to whatever you want to discuss.
I also recently wrote an article about Gamergate, which has been pretty controversial in the news. So that's pretty interesting. There's been a lot of backlash against people that are like fighting for feminist criticism of things.
I wrote a piece last year about public sex, and I got the most viral response from that. And I was interviewed for the Huffington Post about that piece and just talking about why you should have sex in public, and this really exciting kind of experience.
I mean, it's mostly for Rollins students. Like, I reference my peers sometimes, or like conversations I've had with people at Rollins. Like, I think it's supposed to be pretty Rollins specific. Like, the issues are portable and like apply to more people, but there's a lot of things like specifically that are Rollins culture that I feel are important to address.
You know, it's something that's always on the tip of your tongue when you're a college student.